Yes. Do you have your mic? Do you make your? Did you make your thingy shared? Your voice shared? So you go to party settings, yeah. Broad.
Yeah, so now you can introduce me. How many episodes have you done on the podcast so far, Matt?
I'll let you know in a second. I'm streaming to YouTube.
Huh?
Alright, so it is now time to be interviewing Factor 96. He just had an amazing match against EXO. And do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Wow. The match was a really tough one. We did end up losing, but it was very much a learning experience. It was an extremely tough match. EXO was played like a team that I've never seen. They played like a completely new team to me.
What I saw.
Yeah,
Very
it's just
similar
like
to DBG.
I've never played against a team that plays in that type of style. Very rush. They rushed a lot and barely like. If we were to play a hard point, so maybe have one guy on hard point, and then the rest of them they'll just be spawn trapping us.
Yeah.
It was very much a learning experience.
Yeah, that would have been because it must be extremely difficult to versus team. As me versing GVG before, I've done it before, and DVG plays exactly like them. Like it's literally no cap. They literally play exactly the same way as DVG. So they're very well coordinated, very well a very well done team that communicates openly and stuff. You know.
Yeah. No, it was a challenge, but you know what? We just need to learn from it.
Yes, I agree, but I think Factor that you guys hardly went in there without any like actual practice, and that's what I'm super proud of, is that you guys went in there, gave it your best shot, and then
Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, we do need to practice a lot more, and like we need to schedule practicing sessions, like even a lot. So I play for a few I play a few things. So I play for Nova. So like I'm telling stream here because obviously you know that. I play for Nova. So that's just normal CDL. And I play Clan Wars for Dragonborns.
Yes.
That is it's basically Clan v Clan. And then I will also play knockout tournaments like we just did.
So, yeah, which is also CDL, because I was the one who hosted that game. So, and you guys, to be fair, did very well to a degree where you guys had no idea their playstyle. If you were to go against someone that you played against before, you know, like if you were me and you played like freaking what's it called, GSG the whole time, you would know their strats, you would know their this, but you guys didn't know any of that. So I mean, to be fair, you guys didn't know anything.
I mean, we came in there blind and we came out there bruised and beaten, but at least we didn't come out there dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But what I think you guys need to practice on a lot is the rotations, also the and that's what I would say you guys need to practice on, because it is a very, very big thing in esports, especially in South African esports, where a lot of players just play run and gun. But I would say just practice on your stuff like that. And if you can, it would be great if you guys could maybe practice
we captured Alpha. Enemies in Alpha, go.
Yeah, that's all. Whoa!
Wally Wilson.
Yeah.
Your stream. It's happened, and then even last night when because last night we lost. Last night we lost Clan Wars. We lost our first game in Clan Wars. We're in Division 9. Well, what is the division class again?
What do you mean?
Enemy holds all
Clan Wars
objectives.
division.
They take those
We're in
points.
Division 9. Dragon Ball Division 9.
I don't know what you mean.
Like the divisions in Clan Wars.
Yes. What about them?
Division 9 the highest.
It's one of the highest, yes.
Yeah. So we're in like one of the highest
Yeah, do you play for Dragon Balls, right? For Clan Wars?
Clan Wars. Yeah,
Just making
I
sure.
do.
Taking Alpha. Stand by.
So as I said, this is an interview with CanFactor96, a well-known South African esports player in Project Alpha.
So we were playing last night, and our captain Rozzy, like, if we just need, like, we're all agreeing that we need a bit more, we need more practice, because I remember one match, it was Dom, it was best out of 2, we lost both, but
Just a question,
Dom,
CanFactor, who did you play against last night?
I cannot 100% remember. I can double check for you if you would like me to.
It's up to you. I really
I'll
don't
double
know.
check for you. Stream, I'm just double checking.
Taking Bravo. Stand by. We've got Charlie.
Channels we played against.
We're holding Bravo. Securing
We
A.
played against Death Dealers.
Oh, we have 2 people in the podcast.
Losing
Welcome.
C.
Welcome, boys. We played against Death Dealers last night.
Enemy at the shipping area. Assist your team at Charlie. Securing A. We're holding 2. We have the advantage.
Matthew.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you for a second. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just I didn't hear you calling
We
my
played
name.
against Death Dealers last night.
Death Dealers, holy shit. They are very well coordinated as well. They are a very solid
Dominated.
team, I would say.
They're moving.
We played Dom against them, and the Dom that we played, we actually did really well. Because our Dragon Ball, like, Rozzy practiced, apparently, because I'm new to Dragon Ball.
Enemy care package inbound.
The first time I played Pro League, I knew Rozzy, and I knew Barney, obviously, and I knew like some of the main guys that I play with. So I was new to
So
Dragon
Bonnie,
Ball.
Rozzy, and who else was in your team last night? They're all your teammates,
Barney,
right?
Rozzy,
Taking Bravo. Stand by.
Arkham,
Arkham's such a nice guy. I met him. Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
We're holding Bravo.
was Barney, Mackie, Nick, Sneaky,
Friendly
Kemper,
sentry gun
me, and Rozzy.
Okay, cool. That's an interesting set of players. I've heard of all of them because I obviously stay up to date with these things. But I mean,
It was a domination we lost. They just scraped the win on Dom. We dominated on domination. Oh yeah, but we dominated them on Dom. All I'm saying, we absolutely outplayed them on Dom. They scraped the win on Dom. But at the end of the day, we lost concentration and we stopped playing. And we stopped playing how we were told to be playing, and we got out of hand, and then we ended up losing the Dom. So the real key to winning a Pro League game is the coordination. That's the key. Coordination is
yes, I
in most
100% agree.
in most games, even if they're not pro, even if they're not pro, in most games coordination is key. Even if they're playing casually, if you want to win, you have to have good coordination. I'm not even saying that you have to play with a team.
But in any game,
In any game.
team-based game, I would say is coordination because
Yeah. Call of Duty, you can't, if you're just playing casual, you're not playing with friends. It's very hard to have good coordination if you're not playing with friends and you're not just playing casually with friends. Because, if you're playing with randoms in COD, you're not going to have good coordination. It's just something that's going to happen. It's just something that
exactly, yeah.
you have to
They control 2 objectives. Allied cruise missile away.
have to develop. Because you're not going to have good coordination. they're probably going to be toxic. You just have to live with it. You just have to live with it and try outplay people. So
exactly.
basically, what I'm trying to say is, for any game, in casual, in any team-based game, coordination is your best friend. So if you have good coordination, very high chance you're going to win.
Yeah, an extremely high chance. Right?
Yeah, I'll let you speak. I'll speak next right now. So, do you want to move on to a different topic, or what do you want to do?
It's up to you. I mean,
Let's carry on about so anything interesting happened in the Prince that I'm not aware of?
So last night, PA won against SD Strike Back. SB, sorry, I apologize. And I think you heard about that because obviously you are in Project Alpha.
Friendly people, Jeff.
Yeah. So
I heard about that. Didn't they win? No.
sorry.
Didn't PA win 3-0?
Yes, they did. Yes, they fortunately won 3-0, which is pretty nice of them. I think it was Dragonborns, I'm not too sure, but it was the
Dragonborns.
OG
We played last night.
Oh, did you guys play last night? It must have been Assassins or something. I mean,
It wasn't over. It wasn't over.
I'm not too sure at this point. So at this stage, I'm probably just gonna stick to leading the siege team in Project Alpha. But in my terms, I would say maybe because it's a good possibility that I probably am going to be part of the Project Alpha Nova team, or I might even go up to something more advanced like Samurais or Dragonborns. So,
yeah. It was nice having you in Dragonborns.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, the thing is, I did quit Dragonborns for a reason. Pressure of school and everything was just too much. So, I did quit Dragonborns for a specific reason. And,
I get what you mean. I think, I don't really know a lot of people in Dragonborns. The only people that I really know in Dragonborns is, Ronnie, Rosie, and Ox. Any two people that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was, Dragonborns is definitely more tense than Nova was. Now, I'm still in Nova, but Dragonborns was definitely more intense than Nova. Because it's a higher skill gap. And I'm not saying anything, I'm not saying that Nova is bad or anything, I'm just saying that it's definitely a higher skill jump from Nova to Dragonborns. Because Dragonborns you really, because you're just playing, because what I learned, I'm still in Nova, what I learned from playing Nova is, and being in Nova, is a very, very, it's much a learning experience. I mean, my first ever pro game, it's when I joined, I played my first game. I didn't know anyone. I was so nervous. But then, I got to know people, and then I started to make friends.
That's really nice.
Matthew, can we just play throwbacks, please? Do you mind? Not hardcore, we can just play normal throwbacks.
Okay, cool.
So I started to know people and I started to make friends. Nova, I've met some of the best people that I play with in Nova. And it's all down here to Matthew because he introduced me to this. You know, I feel like Dragonborns is definitely more difficult. The teams that you play are definitely more difficult than Nova. But the actual players that are in Dragonborns are in Nova aren't really that much different.
That's very true, yeah.
Anything you want to talk about Siege?
Okay, so, Miles, you said you might be joining our Siege team, right?
Yes.
Okay, so,
I'll still be in Dragonborns and stuff though.
Yeah, because I'm probably just gonna join Rogue after a while. I'm probably just gonna join Rogue again.
Okay.
Because Rogue was the original name for Nova, so. before you came even. I think about this clan started about a year ago, I think, but it was only called Nova, I think, early August. It wasn't too late when they decided to call it Nova, which is
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean,
Do you want to move over to some Siege gameplay?
we can. I mean, I don't mind at all. I'm just really bad, and I was thinking maybe of just playing some hard hat. And, you
Okay,
know.
I don't mind. We can play some mod. We can play some COD. I really don't
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. So I was thinking about joining. So yours Siege team and you thing it's a part of Project Alpha.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Team
Okay,
deathmatch.
okay, what will, so,
Here
would
they
you
come.
like to play
Attack.
with people in Siege?
Sorry.
Do you like to play against people? 'Cause I
Yes,
haven't
it's
seen-
exactly like Modern Warfare. It's exactly the same thing. So I was gonna originate the scrims, and he's gonna find them out for us, and then we are gonna play them. That's pretty much it.
Um, so, yeah. So, yeah, so I'm probably gonna, I think so I definitely do want to join your Siege, thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind because I can definitely juggle the two of them. I don't really mind. So I will join. But you know, so yeah, what's happening in the world of Siege these days? Have you seen the Tachanka rework?
Yes, I did.
Enemy personal
The
radar
Tachanka
overhead.
rework, in my opinion, is an extremely well done rework, but it makes it extremely overpowered and almost pay to win. In a way, if it was an elite that had a special ability, then it would be extremely pay to win, don't you think?
Yeah, but it's not. It's the rework, better.
Oh, it's just a rework. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
as I was saying,
there is an elite coming. There is an elite coming, but the rework's for free.
oh, that's nice.
Enemy UAV
cool.
overhead.
I don't think Ubisoft will ever do something like that, because that's going to EA territory.
Yeah,
Of
because
pay to
EA, if they made Fortnite, literally you would have to pay $100 to
Get
win
in.
a game.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So the stronger rework, it looks quite good. Like, I think they are going to nerf it because I saw this spot on Clubhouse where you know when you're defending bedroom and gym,
Yes.
go out into the hallway and you go and not to downstairs and left. You know, if you don't go, so you walk into the hallway, and then if you walk forward, on your left you have the stairs, but if you walk forward more on the left you have the doorway that goes to the office.
Yes, sir.
So by that hatch, you know the hatch there by office?
Yes.
The office? So if you, so Tachanka can break hatches very easily and you can make rotates very easily with these abilities.
Enemy at the cargo
So
container.
I saw a clip of, and so this guy broke the hatch, and he just aimed, you know, a balcony where people go and
Enemy juggernaut on
use
the field.
the termites and stuff.
Enemy juggernaut on the field. I think I'm gonna pull us.
Sorry, we're not doing this. Ain't no undoing it. So you know where,
Ain't no doing that, chief.
do you know where, you know where attackers hot where they breach from when you're defending CCTV?
Yeah.
That balcony.
Yes.
So they if you aim your grenade launcher just right, you can get a fire grenade right over onto that balcony. So if anyone's breaching up there, you can light them on fire.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so they're definitely gonna nerf it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
just gonna happen. It's like the SPR in thing. Do you know it would be actually very chill for the podcast if we just play some Plunder?
Yes. I mean.
That's a good idea.
No.
Okay, fair enough. You don't like Thunder.
No, not at all. I love multiplayer with a passion. I dig multiplayer. It's just extremely fun.
I don't really like Warzone, but I like Plunder. So, Matthew, it's putting us in the same game.
No way it is. No,
No, there's a
our
team
last one was
defending.
cranked. Our last one
Yeah.
was cranked, so.
So, Warzone isn't really for me. Plunder I like, because Plunder, especially Plunder solos. The Plunder solo world record is 41 and I got 35 kills.
Oh, nice.
So I was 6 kills away from the world record solo kill. I can probably, if I really try hard, I mean, I can probably get that. I can probably get that world record. I'm not even talking about little playboy, little schoolboy tryharding. I'm talking about full-on drop shotting, slide cancelling, animation cancelling, just full-on tryhard, and just to the point like tryhard where Growl, where I'm shooting people out of the air with Growls and sniping people out of the air with HDR. Rip the F700. Can we get him a little silence?
So that gun.
Okay, moving on. Sure, it's not that bad if you use the normal rounds, but the Lapua rounds, if you try and use that with ADS, oh, your ADS speed is gone.
Yeah,
Val is still a good gun, even though it's not broken anymore. It needed that. AS Val needed to be fixed, but they didn't have to nerf the R700 that bad. I mean, this gun. Well, the Lapua rounds are useless on that thing now, if I'm being very honest. Maybe in Warzone might be able to do a little bit, but it's nothing what it used to be. That gun in Warzone at least is useless. If you want to use a marksman in Warzone, you want to use a little bit of a faster sniper, use the Kar 98. Because if we're being if I were to actually play Warzone, like, not competitively, but if I actually tried to play Warzone and I try to get good at it, I would go Kar 98 and MP5, because that is probably for someone who wants to compete at long and short range, or medium to long medium to long range with the Kar and shorter range to medium range with the MP5.
Hey,
someone competes around
we
that.
do the talking bits in like an hour. I just want to play with Modern Warfare, and then I just need to get your Discord details. And then,
I'm gonna do Discord podcast.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna stream it.
So we just streaming Modern Warfare now.
Yeah, for now I'm just streaming Modern Warfare with us two boys just chilling and stuff.
Are we gonna get another person in podcast? Or we
We can try. I mean, we can get Rexy in there or something.
Rexy?
Jürgen, I don't know if you know.
You think Jürgen? Huh? Are you friends with Jürgen?
Yeah, of course I'm friends with Jürgen.
Where is Jürgen? I always see him in the group chat. I always see him in the group chat, but does he... didn't you say that he switched to PC and he's trying to log in?
No, because he doesn't have the game.
He doesn't have the game on PC.
So me and him have started this Counter-Strike team. He's the captain of the Counter-Strike team as well, so...
I can't play Counter-Strike to save my life. Counter-Strike and,
Valorant.
Oh no.
Valorant's a difficult game, bro.
If I had a PC that could, if I had a PC and I could play Valorant, I think that I would be really good at Valorant. Because Valorant has a bit of Overwatch mixed into it. I finished in Overwatch consistently when I started to get good. Master, Grandmaster. That's where I used to finish in Overwatch. Or on Master. Okay, do you know the Overwatch ranking system?
Go get it.
Do you want me to save this talk for when we do the podcast? We do the actual podcast.
No, mate. I'm just gonna play this in the background, so I'm gonna record it.
Okay.
Enemy
So,
personal radar in the air.
are we gonna put this over the gameplay?
Yes. So while we're talking, this gameplay is gonna show. Pretty much.
You can teach me how to edit, because I'll get Adobe and then you can teach me how to edit. Because I really do want to do content creation. Because I have the skill.
$200, you know that, right? You can just get
Adobe
it for free.
is $200. How do you get Adobe for free?
You get a cracked file and then you can like get it for free.
Do you have it for free?
Yeah, I have it for free.
Okay, when you come to my house, you can just put it on my laptop. Do you have to have a decent laptop to run Adobe?
No, I can't even game on my laptop. And
I can't game on my laptop. I mean, my laptop can play like TF2 and Modern Warfare 2, but that's the extent. I mean, my laptop my laptop, it needs a new battery and it needs, a new
My
hard drive.
laptop's cock needs to be stopped, bro. That's all I can say.
I was thinking, I was debating in my head, and I was thinking, should I get a PS5 or should I get a and I thought I'd rather get a PS5 and then maybe later on the PS5 I can save up for gaming PC. Because I'm thinking about it, if I get a PS5, the components in that PS5 would be in date for much longer than is
Yeah.
top of the line PC. I won't even get a top of the line PC because those things are what, like 50,000 rand. I'm not spending 50,000 rand. If I'm gonna spend 50,000 rand, I'll buy it. I mean, you can probably buy like a really beat up car for 50,000 rand. It's like still work, you know?
Yeah.
So I buy 50. If I'm gonna spend 50,000 rand on something, I'm gonna spend 50,000 rand on something that I won't need to upgrade every 1 year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the RTX 390 I think is out.
Yes, it's the RTX 390 TDI.
Yeah. So the RTX 390 TDI, that thing's like 10 grand. So like, if you want a decent graphics card, that's like 10 grand already.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then that's okay. Fair enough. You can maybe get like you can probably get like a 380
Be back in 5 seconds.
Okay.